I'm walking up a temporary paddock in Korat. Tents on either side, cars in the tents on either side. It's Friday evening, cars are being hammered, cars are being fettled. That's because there's been a day of free practice, a day of testing, getting the cars ready to go racing, and that's because street racing is back in Korat. Toyota came here for years and years, right on this layout in the 80th birthday stadium. They came here for many, many years, but I guess about 4 or 5 years ago, they packed it in. They stopped. They whittled down their program. They still go to the streets in Chiang Mai, they still go to the streets in Phuket, but their rounds in the middle in here and in Bangkok, they dropped them out of the program. So race engines didn't come to Korat, and this is a big city, big passion for cars, a lot of fans, no racing for the last 5 years. And in fact, it wasn't just Toyota that came here. Honda came here a long time ago for just a couple of years. They brought their one-make show here. So racing history, racing pedigree here, and now it's back. PT Series have dropped their championship final round into Korat, and that's because the Prachuap Street Race last year, fantastic new street race, it had to be postponed at the last minute. Prachuap, we're going to miss it, hope it's back. If you want to catch up on that race, because it's a one-off so far, drop down into my playlist. I did so many videos on that first race last year, I threw them all onto a playlist together because there's so much going on there. So drop down into the description and I'll put a link to the playlist there. Anyway, Prachuap sadly is not happening, but we've got another street race. Basically, it's the same layout that Toyota came here and did. It's a short circuit, but it's actually quite an interesting circuit. It's really fast. There's some tight corners, so you've kind of got to get it right. Some of the short, slow corners, you've really got to get a car lined up. You've really got to get on the gas at the right point. Get full on early into the fast sections. Back section is very narrow. There's some wide bits. There's a few passing points, so yeah, you can pass street race, but you can definitely pass here. Prachuap, that was very narrow all round. There wasn't really any genuine passing points. So one positive thing about this is you can pass, you can get past people, and it is an exciting circuit, I think. I think drivers are going to enjoy it. A lot of people haven't been here before. Some people have been here with Toyota, so they know it. Kun Ying, nice to see you again. So they kind of know it, but a lot of people don't know it. And what we've got this time really is big category cars. Toyota and Honda don't really do such big stuff, although Honda used to have an open class. They've got some pretty tuned and sophisticated cars, but certainly Toyota, it's all base stock showroom style cars. Now we've got GT cars here, and as I walk up doing this, the GT cars have gone out for their session, so we've just got one Evo sitting in the garage, and we've got an Evo bumper walking down here. Here we've got an Evo bumper coming back, but that's it for the GT cars. They're out on their session, so can't show you a lot of them in the paddock, but that's a real boost thing. Headline GT category racing on the streets of Korat. So I'm just basically going to walk around, try and show you a bit of this, what's going on. So I'm going to take you around the paddock. I'm going to start with the Honda Cities, because this category, this one-make racing series, it's really popular, it's really fun. This is the second year of the Honda City one-make race. They go to Pira, they go to Buriram, and they're finishing off coming here to Korat. They were going to Prachuap before that got cancelled. Their first year last year, they went to Prachuap. They've stayed in the series, they're coming here so they can put it into Pira, they can put it into Buriram and have a street race. The grids are packed. You get all sorts of drivers here. You get young rookie drivers taking their first step on the ladder. You get experienced pros, gentlemen drivers who've been racing for years, all into the mix on a street circuit in identical cars. It's cool. It's a lot of fun, a lot of action, door to door, bumper to bumper. The Honda City One Make race is a lot of fun. It's cool. I'm going to try and catch up with the series organizer, Konanatai. He's been organizing the Honda City race for years and years and years. Talk to him about it, because also I want to talk about it because the Honda One Make series came here many years ago for a couple of years and they had a crazy race. It's kind of legendary, but I don't know much about it because it was before I was in Thailand. So I need to catch up with Konanatai, check out what's going on. Here's the Be Quick car. I have to stop here. So I'm going to stop here talking about the Honda Cities. Now I'm going to move over to the GTs because they're probably the headline category here. Here's a famous racing driver, one of the stars of Bangsan, a truck legend. So I'm walking up the scrutineering bay now, which is under the big archway, under like the big sheltered area. So if it rains this weekend, which is very likely, the scrutineers, they're gonna be dry. And you can see how it's a sports centre because we've got Thai sporting heroes, huge pictures on the wall all around. That's pretty cool. Now, I want to take you for a look into the GT paddock because the GTs really, they're the big cars. They're the big beasts here, the top class. They're super cool. We've got Evos, loads of RX-7s. You'll recognize these Evos. I'm always shooting them. I'm always taking photos of them. And the RX-7s, they all come from Rotary Revolution. I've done loads of videos on these cars. I absolutely love them. I love what they're doing. Kunma is here. Kunma, good afternoon. Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too.
I'll be back in 5 minutes to talk to you. Don't run away. That guy is a legend. He builds cars like you can only dream of. RX-8, RX-8. And we've got Kunyutain's a mental RX-7 here, built balls out race car. GT cars are just fantastic here. Then we've got a lot of smaller stuff. We've got Vioses, we've got Jazzes, we've got all that kind of thing. It's a really busy, hectic paddock. And there's one of our customers from Impact. Nice to see you. Great guy, always racing now. Let's see what else we've got up here. We've got a Mini GP, which always looks cool. It's got a hell of a rear wing on it. Look at that wing. That is just completely full on. City, and we've got more Yaris, more Jazz, more EK, and an Evo up on jacks. It's only free practice. Evos, they are fragile beasts. This one looked fragile on track, a lot of smoke coming off the engine, as you expect with an Evo. They are now fixing that. And if I spin you round the stadium. So I did my whole walk right through a paddock and I didn't see the trucks. And that's because the trucks are out on the dummy grid, ready to go. Now I gotta explain here, truck racing is super popular in Thailand. People love them. 50% of the new car market here is pickup trucks, and all the Japanese brands apart from Honda, really, they're big in there. Toyota, Isuzu, Nissan, Mitsubishi, and you've got Ford now with their Rangers really come into it, really big in the sales volumes now. So 50% of the market are these pickup trucks. People love them here. So people love to race them. Now you say pickup trucks, they're not designed to go racing. That makes them real fun to watch. That makes them really cool. Ladder on frame, leaf springs on the rear. What a way to go racing. Now I'm on the grid. I want to bring you the grid, show you the grid, the atmosphere. You can see behind me the end of the start finish straight going down to turn 1. If I spin you round, I'm on the Honda City one make race grid. The first thing we see is the safety car, which usually is a Honda City, but today it's not. This Civic looks fantastic. It's kitted up. That is a nice safety car. Honda all through. Now, if I walk you up, you will see all the VIPs are lined up on the grid to take photos. This is like the opening ceremony, the official part of the series, getting the VIPs together, the stakeholders in this series, take photos, take the official photos. So let's walk down onto the grid. And the first thing we see, pole position, Be Quick Racing. Konadisak is on pole. Second car on the grid, Country. Now he's not in the car. Here he is coming now as well. Here's Country, front row. Good luck, mate.
Thank you.
Good luck. But P2 will do fine because Adisak needs to win. See you later. There's two PT cars, P3 and P4 on the grid. They're absolutely top cars. Now we have got a young karting star. Minnie, she is so small. Hello Minnie, nice to see you again. She's a star of the future. Her dad was a racing champion, an absolute legend. She's following in the family footsteps. Now I've just seen this guy come bank, won in Singapore, an absolute legend. We have a fantastic photographer here called Mike. He's at every race. He's an absolute legend as well when it comes to photographers. You can see there's a lot of cars on the grid today here. A lot of cars. All Honda Cities, all one make cars, all gonna go head to head in battle with a real mix of drivers, young drivers, experienced drivers. You name it, they're all here. They're all racing in the Honda City race. So it's going to be an absolute classic today. Here's Don, always my go-to. Don, find out before, he's leading Super Eco, he's leading Toyota Altis. It's a good day, Don, nice day to be here.
Nice, fun. Nice to be not a racing driver for once.
Right,
for a change.
Nice to get the atmosphere. See you later, mate, thanks a lot. See this car here, this had a big smash yesterday. The front end was absolutely in bits, but they have worked to get this car put together, get it back on the grid for today. Might be starting last, but they already have a huge victory because they have their car in the race. Then we have a very famous actress of Thai TV there. She's going to have a lot of fans here today, a lot of people wanting to see her, cheer her on. I've just got to say hello to Comprida. Comprida, it's good to see you here today. Yes. Good to see you. You've been out on the track?
Yes, yes.
And is it a good track? Is it a fun track? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's quite good. It has a lot of challenge corner. Yeah, the first chain, second chicane, and yeah, first corner must be very.
And have you raced here before in Toyota?
Yes, Toyota and Honda.
You race in Honda as well?
10 years ago. Yeah.
Right, so that's two people I found racing Honda. Honda's kind of a bit of a forgotten one here, but Comprida did, Come Grant here, thank you very much, I'll let you go. So we have two people who race in Honda, raced in Toyota. They're getting in the cars now, they're getting ready to go. The front row is gonna be pumped, totally. Country, he is one of the legends of Thai motorsport. Hey, you want to talk to me?
Huh?
You want to talk to me?
Sure.
This important guy from the top of the safety, the organisational, the FAA kind of style. Nice to be back here.
Yeah, we've been here 14 years ago with the Honda Racing Fest when we did all the event for Honda, and it's nice to be back here with the slightly different of the track layout, but it's good. It's a street circuit, fast, challenging, no room for mistake.
No room for mistakes is definitely the word. Thank you very much. Really good to see you. And now we are getting the 3-minute board. So it is time. I did one. Motorsport has a lot of actors, a lot of celebrities. And this weekend of the Korat Grand Prix, we have got a grade a superstar. If you watch Thai TV, if you watch the dramas, you will know this lady. So nice to see you here. First of all, I just want you to introduce yourself, please.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Alyssa. I'm a racer from Idemitsu team, Idemitsu Racing Team Thailand. Sorry.
Now you've started racing this year, and you told me before you've almost done 10 races already on your first year, which is pretty mental. How's the year going? What have you got to talk about from this year?
I think like this year is my first year, so my goal is like to learn a new experience, learning about the car, the setting, and I learned a lot this year. So my goal is not like, it's not the podium yet, but just learning how to drive safe and fast.
So the last thing I want to talk about, this track, because this track is pretty crazy. It's really fast. There's been a lot of accidents. You've got to get it right. Are you enjoying this track and what it's like?
Yeah, this track is really slippery and short and fast, and my car just got like hit yesterday, but everything is okay, but everything is fun. It's like a go-kart track, like slippery all the time.
Okay, so your first year looks like you're going well and you're buzzing as well. So this is going to be the start of a racing career. We're going to see you for many years to come.
Yeah, I hope my team like still support me like this. That's okay.
Well, fantastic to talk to you. Thanks so much. Look out for this lady, mega star on TV, star on track. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
The lady from Nitto, nice to see you.
Hi,
Good to see you. Always this girl look out for because she brings all the pretty ladies in. You've got lots of girls this weekend coming. I've just found the organiser, the man behind this fantastic event, the man who's put the Korat Grand Prix together in literally a month and a half, and this event is absolutely epic. The circuit is epic, the atmosphere is buzzing. Consent, I won't keep you long because I know you're busy, but can you just give me a bit of background how you come to Korat, how the Korat Grand Prix come together?
Okay, at first we scheduled the race at Prachuap, but we didn't match it the schedule with the Prachuap local government, so we are moving for the years, and when we are at Korat and we have like all the inspection, and I think this place is ready to be a racetrack. So, and from that day we are starting this Korat project in just a month to be to organize like the street circuit to complete the series this year. Yeah.
Well, the PT series seems to be growing now really into quite an important series. Now you've got the activity villages, car shows, the Harley parades. This must have been a lot of work to put together, and you see the PT series growing and growing in stature.
Yeah. At first we really want to make this series very interesting with all the people, and you know, like easy for the younger generation to come and join us. So we are trying to put everything together to become as a festival. Like we are bringing the car meeting and all the booths, all the activities to make it more fun and can support to all the people, not just the car racing, but it's about the events, it's about the people. Yeah. That's what we do.
Well, you brought us a street race in Prachuap, a street race in Korat. They're both fantastic. Thank you very much and good luck for the future.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Everyone knows the Toyota come racing here or the Alyssa come racing here for a long time, but what not many people really remember is that Honda also brought their one make series here a couple of times about 15 years ago. So I need to know more about this. Want to find out a little bit more. And to do that, I'm sitting on the roof with Konanatai, the organizer of the Honda race, the organizer of the Honda race for as long as I've been in Thailand and before, because these races were before I came to Thailand. So Konanatai, I want you to explain Honda coming here in the distant past. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Anotai, the Honda City Hatchback One Make Race organizer. Now we are at the Korat 80th birthday anniversary stadium. That's what they call in English. This venue, in 2008 and 2009, Honda Racing Fest used to have the event here, and It was very exciting place. They have the big lane, and it's very good atmosphere to do the event right here in Korat. In our event 15 years ago, we actually used the main road, and we take off one of the island. It used to be the fountain, I think, and then we turn right and we go outside the big road right in front and come back again. So it's different side of the track layout as this year. Last time we even took out the metal gate out, and then it was fun because in our race we have the Honda Civic also at that time, and our Civic was like 200 something horsepower, and then Class A drivers, and very famous name used to race here before. Now is 2022. We return to this venue again.
I've been saying all weekend, this track is mental, this track is crazy, it's a really tough track. It's not like the other temporary tracks here. And now I'm in Tri and Luang's pit. You can see Luang's car just behind me, but he's not in the car. Here's Michael, he's driving the car. And this is his first ever race. He's making his debut in Korat. He tells me he drove rental carts about 10 years ago. He's done a training session at Pira Circuit, and he's jumping straight into a race car. And this is Sunday morning. Saturday he did pretty well. For a start, he wasn't on the back row of the grid. He hit the podium in his class, which is pretty fantastic for a first race. So I want to ask Michael what's going on, how he's getting on. But first of all, I just want to spin round because Michael's coach, he's hard at work. He's pushing this guy, getting him into the groove.
Hi, my name is Michael Blaney Davidson. I'm racing here for the first time ever in my life. This is my first race. And yeah, it's absolutely a lot of fun. I definitely got the racing bug right now, so I'll probably join next season for sure.
So I want to look down the bottom end of the paddock now because this is kind of the best stuff for me. There's some really cool, novelty, outrageous stuff down here. And this Mini is just fantastic. They had the cover off before. It's a composite front clamshell. In the front, it's got a front end space frame. It looks fantastic. It's still got a mini engine, but it's got coolers all over it. They're obviously really worried about keeping it cool, getting the heat out. It looks fantastic. It's wide body, wide track, you name it, everything on this. Then this, just look at this livery. This livery is art. It is absolutely beautiful. I love this livery. It's been home done by someone's pride, someone's passion. We've got a very bright little Honda here, and now we've got a Jazz that's been in the wall. It was in the wall this morning, but the guys are pulling it down, and for sure these guys are going to be working all night to get this ready, because you never give up in Thai racing. You never give up when you get to a street racing. You hit walls, that's part of the scenery, part of what goes on, but they are hammering this car together, reshaping it, and for sure that is going to be out tomorrow. And we got some more really classic cars down here. This old Nissan looks fantastic. It doesn't really look race ready. And then we've got this fantastic yellow and blue KE70. I've seen this racing many times. The colour is just nails it. It's fantastic. KE70s, they're one of the cool classic race cars. They look as good now as ever. This one looks fantastic. And then I'm just going to spin over because we've got a couple of novelties here. Not really that interesting, to be honest. We've got a pretty nice EK on the end here. Then we've got a Yaris. This is the new Yaris one make race. We've got one of them here out this weekend. You can, these things with these one make race, you can take them out, run them in other races. So someone's put a Yaris into that, the new Yaris. I've done a lot of videos explaining that. If you look back, you can find out all about the Yaris. We've got another city here. got a couple more Hondas, and we've got another EK on the end here. Now these kind of EGs and EKs we've seen around the paddock, they are starting to die out a little bit, and that's a real shame. So it's great to see these cars, these 90s race legends, club racing legends from Honda, still racing here. When you come to a new place, you've got to check it out. You've got to find every nook and cranny, all the best places to shoot cars from here. This is a car park track. It's in the car park of a stadium. I need to go and have a look at the stadium. Now I'm standing right in the center circle. I'll spin you around. The sun is pretty fierce. It's fairly early morning, so I'm going to shade me out for half this view, but hopefully you get a view of the stadium. It's quite big. It's quite a nice stadium. The turf is a little bit bumpy. There's no way Man United or Liverpool would run out on this pitch. It's way too bumpy for them, but it's pretty cool for Korat. And what I've also noticed is there's a really big sporting heritage here, a big sporting emphasis, because while we've been here all around the track, seeing sports people who are coming in to train and then watching the cars. And that's been something really cool and really different that I like here today. The real engagement from the people who use this stadium and who train here. And clearly there's a big emphasis on Korat, on sport, and sport for everyone. Sport for people who've got extra reduced mobility, all sorts of people. This is catering for everyone. And obviously training, nutrition, things like that is my second passion after cars. So I really like to see people getting out and training, and clearly they're doing a great job here. So anyway, this has got nothing to do with what I'm supposed to be here for. I'm getting burnt in the sun, but I wanted to stand in the center circle, no one else in the stadium, and just make a bit of video, just give you a feel for what's going on here. So this is worth a walk up the stadium. You can see turn 1. You can see the grid right out behind me. This is the best view in the house. Gonna see the whole pack hitting turn 1 from here. Honda City, it should be pretty crazy.